Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's gonna be a match between Rogue and INnoVation from Wardy. This is Aqueducts from the Team Liquid map contest that wrapped up last month. That's why you don't recognize the map. At bottom left-hand corner, we've got INnoVation, one of the four horsemen. And in the top right, it is former world champion Rogue, the Red Zerg player. So red versus blue here on Aqueducts. Again, if you don't know who Wardy is, I put a link to his YouTube channel and his Twitch stream in the description. Go ahead, check him out, leave a comment saying Falcon sent ya. And let's get right on into this TVZ for your Wednesday. Woohoo! Alright, so Aqueducts. Let's see here. Pretty darn standard map. It's a little bit wide for walling off. And, okay. High ground, right? High ground leading all the way up to your natural. I kind of feel like Terran likes this, right? Dun, 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 dun. Expansion here, expansion here. Alright, so yeah, other than... Man, there's a lot of high ground on this map, that is for sure. Setting up tanks here and here. Just shelling whatever runs between these. Alright, man. So this is a Terran favored map, according to my opinion. And let's see how Rogue handles it. Shall we? Whoop! SCV scouting, as all SCVs should do, to make sure that it was not a pool first play here from Rogue. And it wasn't, because the pool is not done. 16, 18, 17 timing. And, oh, actually, hold on. Oh, yeah. This is, oh, and then there's like a base right here. Oh, okay. I didn't go far enough, really. Oh, man, do you want this? Then you kind of have to defend this high ground, and this high ground, and this high ground, and this high ground. It's a lot. It's a lot to defend if you want a quick third base there. Or you can take this one. This is probably a more natural third. Or I guess here, that's where Rogue's taking his third base here at 220... Yeah, 223. Tossing that down. Reaper trying to get some stuff done. His name is Gordon Freeman. The right man in the wrong place will make all the difference in the world, although any man in a Reaper suit will make no difference whatsoever. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell your own ashes. It's true. True fact. Man, Half-Life. I'm just... I don't know, like we're never getting Half-Life 2 Episode 3, right? For those of you who don't know, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ended in a literal cliffhanger. It was literally a cliffhanger. So it's not even that they promised us Half-Life 3, because I'm not sure they officially did. But what they promised us was a Half-Life 2 Episode 3 made in the same engine that Half-Life 2 Episode 2 was made in, right? I don't understand how this happened. Because all this talk is like, well, they couldn't make Half-Life 3 because it'd have to be some huge explosion in technology. It'd have to blow us all away like Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 did. It's like, no, they didn't. Literally, all that Valve had to do was release Half-Life 2 Episode 3 using the same technology that Half-Life 2 Episodes 1 and 2 were used, and we would have been fine with it as a fan base. And then we would have started harping on Episode 3, or Half-Life 3 rather, but we never got there, not even close. And then we got Half-Life Alyx years and years later, which is a prequel, I guess. So, it's just so frustrating. I don't know. Like, what is it to be a gamer these days? You just get promises broken, and you find out your favorite game studios are actually terrible places to work, and... Bums me out. Anyway, StarCraft is happening right now. We got some Hellion harass, we got some Reaper harass, but, like, literally nothing has died. Jinx! We're gonna get one of these drones. Hey, 2 drones dead. I caster jinxed that one hard. One of the Hellions dies and the other one is trying to run back home. Run, buddy. You got 2 kills. I don't know if he's gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. You can't stop the fire either. I like how the Lings like leap. Alright, so 3 drones down for 2 Hellions. Come see, come sa. Roach Warren on the way from Rogue. We got INnoVation getting his third base up here in part of the main, part of the choke, right? Part of walling off. I guess that makes it easier to wall off if you just put up your command center in there. It does leave it fairly vulnerable to baneling busts, though, because you have multiple supply depots that are making up part of this wall, and those are weak and small and all that stuff. Lair coming up from Rogue. Creep spread. Pushing, pushing, pushing. All three lanes here pushing. He's only got the one creep tumor on either side. 2 or 3 really makes that creep spread more quickly. I think everybody knows that. Overlord goes in for the scout. Sees, okay, oh, hang on. Did he see the battle cruiser? He saw the fusion core, and he knows that's a battle cruiser coming. So how are we doing against that? Well, immediately tossing down spores in each of the bases, main base, natural, and third. And it's like the queens just have to start running to wherever that battle cruiser is going to go, which is, oh, actually here. I didn't jump inside a base at all. I guess got scouted, so like jumping into base is probably a trap, you know? So jumping out here and trying to kill a couple of roaches maybe that are running around is your best bet, but that's interesting. 1 roach running around here. Just, I guess, checking expansion locations, looking for where those Hellions are. I don't know. The Reaper is still alive. Gordon Freeman's still here. He's resilient. Gordon Freeman is resilient, if nothing else. Although, when I've played him, he's died a lot. So, depending on what version of reality we want to go with here, is Gordon Freeman the hero that saved Earth? Or is tried to save Earth, or is Gordon Freeman the dude that died 1,000,000 times in every reality except one? That is a way to look at video games, right? With save states, is basically you died in that reality and it just reloads you into another multiverse, right? Something I like to think about. Third base, or third-ish location, fourth-ish location there, being pooped on. INnoVation's third is happily running right now. Creep Tumor sniped a kill! 2 kills! What? What did you... What? No, wait, what? How? How do you have 2 kills? There's been 3 drones killed by the Hellions. A roach? You did not kill a roach. Did you get credit for killing a roach? Oh no, Gordon Freeman. Alright, well, one of the more successful Reapers we've ever had against somebody as good as Rogue, so I'll take it. Yeah, man, so just Battle Cruiser City here. Clearing creep. Making another BC. Yamato's finishing up right now. The Battle Cruisers are operational. Roaches holding off the Hellions on this area. Queens holding off the Battle Cruisers on this area. But there is a bunch of high ground to kind of fall back to in these little riverways. I guess these are Aqueducts because that's what the map is named. Right? A little bit of a ling run by trying to get into this third, but I don't know that many SCVs are going to die, if any. Yeah, good Hellion stuff there. Corruptors are out. We're going to one-shot a couple of those Corruptors and get the heck on out of there. +1 flyer attack on the way for the Corruptors. And 4th base survived. That's really important. Creep spread has been blown up for the most part. Going to try to reset 2 tumors on this right side. This one is pushing now. Maybe some new tumors here would be nice. And there we go. We do have one here. So pushing, yeah, there we go. And down this right side too. So creep spread not as dead as you might expect it to be considering. And yeah, look at INnoVation meching it here. Remember, if you didn't watch that game between Gumio and Lenok from last week, first of all, fantastic match. Really, really great ZVT. Crazy stuff from Gumio. I'm not going to spoil anything, but he did go some version of mech, and it was good. And so I'm curious to see if INnoVation is maybe going to try something along those same lines. He's definitely meching. What kind of mech he chooses to do is up to him. It seems to be traditional right now with tanks and Hellbats. Maybe we'll see some Thor production here too. I don't see any Cyclones at all, which are a bit of a tell it's going to be race car mech. And Rogue's doing the right thing here. He's expanding again. Probably will expand here because it takes a while for the meching army to get up enough units to really move out. Killing a changeling there. To really get out there and start killing stuff. It takes a bit to ramp up. So as a Zerg player, you can expand a whole bunch, right? Max out, get some upgrades, get whatever composition you want because it's going to be hard to take this down depending on what you're doing. And once again, I will say traditional mech has easily been destroyed by Zerg players such as Raynor and Cyril by using a strategy that I'm not sure there's a name for it. But basically, you get a bunch of Vipers, you get a bunch of Lurkers, you make a Lurker Ball like right here, you move the Lurker Ball around, right, to where this mech is. But in the meantime, this Roach Ravager army is going to try to get through, but is the tank count too high? It seems to be possibly too high, as Rogue doesn't really want to engage here all that much. But yeah, you see how... I don't know, Crocibile takes down a couple tanks. Planetary's still alive, Siege Tank here with 5 kills. Still alive as well. Ravager running for its life. So yeah, what you would do is set up a bunch of Lurkers, like right here, bring a Viper over, abduct the lurker, the enemy units like big tanks or Thors into the lurker ball, insta-kill them, and you do it over and over and over and over, and then you just win because you're getting free kills with abduct. Now, I've not seen a single Korean Zerg player try this yet, and I don't know. I'm really curious to see if Rogue's going to pull it off. Now, against Race Car Mech, it's much different. It's more about trying to get his surround on the Race Car Mech, right? Maybe getting in there with Banelings. But traditional big-ticket item mech, you can honestly, I guess you can also do the abduct trick with lurkers with Cyclones, too. It's not going to be bad. I've seen that done as well. But this whole Roach Ravager thing... yeah, it's just, it doesn't work. I guess if you're trying to make just some good trades, maybe, keep the tank count low, right, by sacrificing some of your units, sure. Oh, a bunch of Corruptors have died, too. 11 Corruptors have died, and only 1 Battlecruiser has gone down. This is not good trading, I don't think, from Rogue. Expanding here would be great. Expanding here would be also cool, I think. But he hasn't taken another base here, and he's just doing the Roach Ravager stuff. So, we'll see. I haven't watched this game in advance. I never, ever do. But I'm telling you, this does not feel... this does not feel like something that's gonna work for Rogue right now. He can tech switch, Zergs can tech switch, but Roach Ravager against big old, you know, Hellbat, Siege Tank, Cyclone-style armies. Corruptor is getting wiped out here. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some Lings and Roaches down this way as well. This is going very well for Rogue. He's clearing out Cyclones, he's clearing out Siege Tanks, but he hasn't killed any bases yet. He has killed 16 SCVs, which is a big deal, but yeah, battle cruisers clearing out what's left of this ground army. 22 SCVs down. So yeah, at this point, Rogue has lost 16, almost 17,000 resources, and INnoVation has lost 11,000. But let me tell ya, if you have more resources than your opponent, you can get away with that kind of stuff, right? If you destroy your opponent's economy by killing 23 SCVs in one go, then you can afford to make some bad trades. Battle cruisers feeling pretty brave. 9 kills and 15 kills on these boys. Corruptors coming in, and that's just a get out. That's too many Corruptors. Their upgrades are the +2 flyer attack right now. Adrenal Gland is on the way for the Zerg player Rogue, and he is pooping creep over here on this left side as INnoVation wants a 5th. But that is not something that's going to be easy. You can't just land it over there. You got to come kill this Overlord first. That's the key to victory. And yeah, Rogue expanding on this bottom right-hand base. Hellions don't accomplish much there. Nice pickup and destruction there from Rogue. New drop 183 to 167 in total supply. He's got more workers. His income is again better. Pretty significantly there too. And he's expanding again. So yes, I love this. I love the expanding again way this works. Blue Flame Hellions, 3 of them. Not going to actually do that well against 50 Zerglings with, you know, Crackling upgrade. And 1-1. I mean, 1-1's not amazing against Blue Flame, but just in the sheer numbers. And the Adrenal Glands really helps there too. If you kill them fast enough, they can't Blue Flame you more than once. Yeah? If you kill them fast enough, they can't Blue Flame you at all. Wise man once said. So we're definitely race car mech in it now. So the problem with race car mech is it's not good at straight up defending all that much. You kind of have to kite away, which leads you away from the thing you're trying to defend. That said, this is going pretty well with these here Cyclones. And once again, another group of Roaches and Ravagers die. They take a bunch of Terran units with them. But we're at 21.3 thousand resources lost from Rogue to only 15 for INnoVation. Income is back down in INnoVation's favor right now. He's called down some mules. He's going to start, you know, saturating this new base a little bit too. Cyclones actually going to get that. They're going to get it. Oh my gosh, and they get the hatch and nothing dies. Beautiful snipe there from Inno. Creep spread continuing here. So yeah, it definitely seems like more of a race car mech style right now than a traditional siege tank Thor, you know, maybe Viking kind of a thing with Hellbats. So I don't know. Like, Ravagers are really important here because they don't take bonus damage from the Cyclones, and plus they have a better range than Roaches do. Because in general, Roaches are kind of bad against everything except for, in this matchup, except for, like, Hellions. So that's their one thing they're good at doing, is killing Hellions and Hellbats. Good job, Roaches. What a great unit. Flying around here, we got ourselves Rogue. Cool stuff. Just checking to see, is expanding again, which you're supposed to do, is expanding again. Over and over. Slow Banelings trying to connect, and once again, Banelings do fairly well against Cyclones. They don't do bonus damage versus them, but they don't have a ton of HP to begin with. 120 HP is not a lot. Yeah, Banelings, now they have centrifugal hooks, and they don't get many connections there at all. Lock on, just brutally murdering Roaches all over the place. Battle Cruisers come in, jump out. Cruise on in, jump on out, do some damage to that hatchery so it's more easily snipeable later. Banelings not connecting. Oh, they got the sensor tower. That counts for something. Oh, and actually Corrosive Bile does wipe out a... was that a bunker or something? I don't even know what that was that died. But there, maybe it was a tank. Either way, it's dead now. And yeah, Corrosive Biles can be used to kind of keep the Cyclones at bay, too. They want to be close enough to where their lock-on still works, but if you Corrosive Bile them, they have to pull back. And that can break the lock-on, and that can save your units, too. So, again, Ravager, not bad in this situation. But once again, if you really want to wipe out an entire group of Race Car Mech, you got to surround it. You got to trick it. Got to maybe bait it out into a situation and then come from all sides, surround it, and it will die. The whole point of Race Car Mech is that it goes from range. Zergling's also pretty good, too, against the Cyclones. But usually they're running with Hellbats as well, which is the difference here. We got 32 Banelings casually being produced right now. Banelings trying to connect on stuff. Hellbats take that bonus damage. Cyclones don't, but that's okay. Banelings exploding on a couple siege tanks here. Corrosive Biles get rid of both of the tanks. More tanks roll in, though, along with some Cyclone support. So this is, I mean, this is insane. We've lost 97 Roaches and 41 Ravagers at this point. 34,000 to 25,000. Ah, but you see, the relative gap is closing here. Rogue's made some better trades over the last little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Bada bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum, bada bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum, bada bum, bum, bum. Rogue deciding to come on this planetary again. Did he bring any anti-air with him? Corrosive Bile actually hitting a tank there. Planetary dies. No saving it. Too much damage output. Especially with the Corrosive Biles. But now, yeah. Oh, okay. Corruptors have shown up to fight the battle cruisers. Are there enough of them? I'm not sure that there are. I guess they killed one battle cruiser. That's good enough. That's good enough to force a jump out. Rogue backing out of the situation. New base has already landed for Inno. He's got this base too, which he's going to land as soon as this creep is gone. And battle cruisers, oh, they jumped over here to kill stuff. No, the drone massacre! Wait, some of them lived. Just kidding, we came back around. Swinging back around to kill the rest of these drones. Yamato, ooh, enough to finish off the hatch and not enough to jump out of here. So this battle cruiser's dead, but doing as much damage output as Terranly possible there. Bit of an attack on the other side, and no, Rogue. Not working for him. Not right now. Battlecruiser dies with 13 kills. This is very brave. Very, very brave Battlecruiser pilot, and his crew of thousands are all gone now. Rest in peace, Battlecruiser army. Battlecruiser crew. Yeah. So this is probably the last place that INnoVation is going to be able to expand anytime soon. I mean, this creep spread's probably going to push in here fairly quickly, and as a result, expanding there is going to be hard once again for INnoVation. Now, how much has the map been split in half, right? Where is the halfway split here? I'm guessing this is probably INnoVation's base, and this is more Rogue's base. Yeah. So Rogue has taken a base on INnoVation's side of the map, but he also hasn't taken one of the bases that's on his side of the map. So I know that was confusing, but I think you understand what I'm talking about there. So the fact that INnoVation hasn't taken this yet means we're not on even base count. Rogue does have one base up. But you kind of need more than that. 47,000 to 34,000 resources lost here. And, okay, so, like, spoilers, but this is Gumio. What he did, it was tanks, it was cyclones, it was hellions, it was battle cruisers, it was banshees too, which is not something that INnoVation is doing here. Yeah, blue flame hellions roasting and toasting those drones. Whoosh, 13 drones killed for a total of 31 drones down today, but also 39 SCVs have been murdered as well. See, Crucibles, back it up, back it up. If you're too close, you might take the splash. See, Ravager's trading here. You're not microing particularly well, and I guess maybe if you're worried about something else here on the other side from Inno. Yeah. Oh, okay, tank, Crucible, beautiful Crucibles from Rogue consistently here. Again, this is Rogue that we're talking about right now. He's great. And it's not that I feel like Rogue's going to get overwhelmed and just killed anytime soon in this game. What I'm worried about for him is that he's going to run out of resources. That this 52 to 40,000 resource difference is going to be enough for him to lose this match. See, there's this creep pushing I were telling about earlier. So if he can take this base, I'd feel like his victory is almost assured. Ooh, Crucible, and no, it makes it out. That was so close. Coming up the ramp are these Roaches and Ravagers doing some work here. Army value 72 to 67 in favor of Rogue. That battle cruiser is going to die. Oh, dodging ably, but there's a Corruptor fighting him. It's only one. It's cool. 4 kills on that battle cruiser, and Rogue pulling away again. So Rogue has killed a single base today. He's killed a lot of SCVs, but he's only killed the one base that was pretty much instantly replaced by INnoVation right now. So I would say close match. Very close match. Neither player is maxed out. They're all spending their money very, very well. Rogue just popped up more drones to replace the ones that he lost over here, I'd assume. And yeah, this base is going to be difficult for INnoVation to take without bringing some army along with it. So the upgrades are, some 3 attack for the ground units for Rogue, including missile. +2 carapace for the ground units too. The battle cruisers, though, just getting some value, right? They're just, weakening, bruising up a bunch of these Ravagers and stuff, killing these queens. And just face smashing here. Destruction and whoa! Rogue GG's out. What did I miss here? Inno gets the win with this crazy mech stuff. Oh, sorry. Hold up. What? He's at 187 supply. He loses a bunch of queens. Like a couple queens die here. He's trying to go up this ramp, but like there are siege tanks all along this left side. He goes from, and this Hellion attack is brutal. And he goes, okay, so a combination of losing this fight. Jeez, combination of losing this fight and losing 16 drones dropped him down to 114 supply, and he tapped out. INnoVation, do not count INnoVation out. Like I did tell you that Korean Zergs do struggle against mech, against Korean Terran players, and for reasons that I don't understand, they won't do the thing that I have seen be so effective in the past with the Vipers and the Lurkers and the whatnot. Amazing. Absolutely insane game there from INnoVation. And he didn't even have to take this base. He didn't have to take it. The Hellion run-bys, which are classic mech versus Zerg strategies. So classic. Getting it done there. And at the end of the day, Rogue, it's a little premature. Again, every single time somebody does an attack on the other side of the map, their enemy stops it, and the attacker GG's. I'm always like, well, force him to counterattack you before you tap out. I mean, you're still at 74 workers even after losing these drones. Right? How many? You got 25 larvae. You can rebuild a bunch of Roaches and Ravagers if you want. But yeah, INnoVation just swapping between Cyclone and tank production over and over again here, constantly forcing Rogue to respond to what's going on. Just absolutely beautiful cyclone control. The battle cruisers were great today. There's 4 on the map. 6 of them lost their lives in this battle. But yeah, 160 roaches died, 78 ravagers, 4 hatcheries killed. But a command center and a planetary did go down for INnoVation. But yeah, 61,000 to 45,000 resources lost at the end of the day. I mean, that is... Inno can still do it, man. Like, I know INnoVation has struggled a whole bunch, right? And he hasn't looked incredible recently, but he can still take maps off of the best players in the world. Incredible. All right. Well, that was a great game. I did say this map was Terran favored. There's a lot of ramps you have to attack up. Right? There's a lot of ramps you have to attack up if you're trying to kill bases. This ramp, I'm sure Rogue hated. He probably put back some negative feedback about Aqueducts, and that's probably why it's not in the current map pool. But, yeah, man. That was some gorgeous, gorgeous play from INnoVation. GG to him. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.